Hi, I'm Devi Jade and welcome to my channel. I'm here for our full moon ceremony, what we will be doing. And actually full moon is 3:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can figure it out from there. Some of you will want to stay up so that you can get the full moon because it certainly is out there and it's brilliant and it's beautiful. But others may want to wait until tomorrow, and that's perfectly fine as well. So what if, can you do it 2 times? Sure. If you want to go into your circle and do a candle twice for yourself, then please be my guest. In this particular time, what I was guided for you guys is to include Michael Archangel. We also are having a almost full lunar eclipse. It's about a 3/4 of an eclipse, and my understanding is that if you were in Alaska, you'll probably be able to see it. But that's that moon energy that's crossing over, the sun, and it's like they're just warming one another, and then that creative energy from the sun coupled with that moon energy, which is a very quiet energy, brings us a softer energy to create what we want during this time when we're going into the colder months and getting more and more cocooned in. This is also our time of year when we're celebrating, starting with next week, Thanksgiving and other holidays as well, one after the other of family holidays, prayer holidays, worshiping what our deities who we adore and we believe in. So definitely make good use of every moment in grace and thanksgiving. I was guided to ask Michael to help us because in this particular candle, we're going to be doing, I was guided to 3 candles actually. Green you can use too, because green is for the color of the earth, connecting with the earth, so that when we have the candle, we have the energy from the sun connecting here, and then this energy from below, so we have it one. So you can use this color if you'd like on a chime candle. And I also was guided for both of these candles. Now normally I do this laser darker candle because it's the best for Michael, but also this one popped out, so if you have a lighter blue, that's good as well. And then I was also guided to get a crystal. Don't worry about cleansing the crystals so much unless you have not cleansed your crystal. Let's just say you haven't, for instance, then what you'll want to do is tonight, if you can, I'd like you to put it in underneath, like on the windowsill or outside in the dirt, or if you can't do that and you just have a balcony, just put it out under the moon so that energy can fall onto this and empower it the way that you need. And the crystal itself will absorb exactly what it needs. You don't need to do anything more than that when you're empowering a crystal. We kind of make it a bit complicated. So if you have the dirt, then it's going to cleanse it. If you have outside, you're just going to get that beautiful moon energy, and you're going to get the eclipse energy. That's probably what would be my favorite. And that doesn't mean you take everyone out there and put them on there because they're like little people rounding them up. No, just go ahead and use the one that you have. If it's been sitting on your altar and it's been, through your prayer work and everything, it's just empowered anyway. But if you want to give it a tiny little boost, absolutely. So going back to the candles, so I also felt that I needed to get cinnamon. Okay, usually cinnamon we'll use for relationships, and the channeling that I received in regard to this particular work is having Michael to help us to continue to let go of the paradigms that we have in regard to ourselves and what we believe about our money, about our finances. Paradigms, they take a longer time to understand than beliefs because they're a lot deeper. They go down into the DNA, and it's really like pulling out a huge tree that's been there for a few generations. And you're not going to be able to just saw it down and fix it. It's not a fast process. It's a practice, and you just kind of keep pulling and pulling and pulling, but we have these shortcuts, and these shortcuts are keywords: faith, trust, gratitude, harmony. They're all peace. They're all these higher levels, higher energies. And we tend to go like this as humans, up and down, you know, and so we want to get a little more steady. The more that we do this particular work, the candle work, and sitting with it, with not an agenda of like, ooh, I'm going to do this and get what I want right away. That's why sometimes it takes 2 or 3 months for these candles to work on the same thing, because it is a practice. But needless to say, it's still a shortcut. So these candles, they can burn, typically for me, they burn really in about anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. But I've also had some, when I set them up for you guys, they'll take almost an hour, because it's like you're all there and we're doing the prayer work and you're coming through and there's blessings being done and, you know, stripping away. So it takes a bit longer for something like this when I'm doing it for a group. Also, when I burn these, more than not, there's nothing left, not even this little wick is left. Typically that's gone too, so that when I burn them in these, there's really nothing left of them. That's the most ideal. However, there's a tiny little drop in the jar, so to speak, and there's just something left in there. You know, please don't fret about that. Just scoop it out, and then when you're putting the candle away, remember to wrap it really nicely in a nice tissue, not toilet paper, not paper towels, but some sort of tissue, and put it in the, you know, bless it and put it into the recycling. Okay, so then I've got this particular oil. This one's called Believe. It's a blend, but what I love about this one is if you wanted to separate it and put something on this, you can use a citrus, and you can also use bergamot. I mentioned bergamot a lot, so if you want to just pick that up, we will use it a lot because it's very, very good for money, and it's very good for our energies to increase what we want in life, abundance more so. It's got a little bit of a woody smell, and I happen to like it. There's a lot of perfumes that have bergamot in them, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of oil on my hands. Okay, it's like how many drops? I don't know. You guys just figure out. Okay, there's running on my hand right here, so I'm gonna rub that in. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I put it so it's already the fragrance and get into my body, into my energy field. And then I'm going to, you know, you can take a little stick pin and scry in this one. I'll take this one just in case. I'll scry on there, and I'll put Michael. Okay, scry his name, and then on the other side I'll put follow my truth. Okay, and then I'll put trust my path. Follow my truth. Trust my path. And then Michael. So you have those 3 things. And then you can take your spice, which is cinnamon. Okay, not another spice, just cinnamon. And then I'm gonna particularly pour it in my hands, but you guys can put it on the plate like I've told you before, like a paper plate or a plate. And then also you can put glitter in there if you want. And don't forget, if you don't have bergamot, always extra virgin olive oil that you have set aside specifically for the purpose. Okay, so I'm gonna rub that in on my hands because I can. Okay, it's gonna make a little bit of a mess, but I don't care. Okay, and I got it on my fingers. Okay, I still have the oil in there, and then I'm going to place this in my hand. Okay, knowing that's intention there, and I'm going to focus on Michael Archangel. Follow my path. Trust, trust, trust. Now, this is for all of those in attendance, those that are not in attendance, that we will follow our true heart, that we look to you for guidance and follow where you lead us in harmony. So be it. Now, as I'm preparing this, Michael Archangel is a very strong, strong angel. Okay, if that doesn't resonate with you, then go to your deity or those that you honor and have altars to, and ask for their help. Okay, because that's the main thing, is that we don't want to go into a place particularly where it doesn't resonate with you, because then there'll be already a miscommunication to yourself, because you're the way that you express yourself in the world, we want to have harmony there. Okay, so I also prepared this. This was kind of a preparation, but for you, I have this little angel wing here. This was a gift to me a long time ago. I'm very sentimental. Yeah, I've had it for a very long time, and actually it's a candle holder, but when my orchid was dropping its beautiful leaves and all these beautiful purples and blues and violets, I dried them and I stuck them in here so I can have this on my altar where my fae are. Okay, and I put the crystal there. Okay, and then of course I have little fae things, but in this particular this particular time it works because it's all prepared. It was all ready for me, and so I'll put that there, and then I have my candle all loaded for you guys, and then I'll put it in the holder. And tomorrow, unless I'm up late tonight, I will light it. Now, if you wait till tomorrow, then that's good. Again, what if I don't have that? You can, by now, honestly, if you're practicing, you should have kind of a plethora of things. But let's just say that if you don't, you might, if you really want to find time to do something, what do? We do it. And that will come right into your space, because Michael Archangel, he will help you. Okay, we can also do the green one. Okay, and well, what would you put on there? I would put Michael, and then I would put the same thing, trust my path, and I might put believe in myself. Why would I say that without putting dollar signs and all the things that could? Because when we trust ourselves, we're raising our vibration and we're anchoring ourselves to something that's higher, which of course are the angels in that. And we surrender to those energies, and then all of that will drop into place for you. I have one last thing that I want you to please do. I would like you guys to get these little tea candles. Now this one happens to have the plastic around it, so that's a lot nicer. If you're going to get tea candles so that you can light them, I'd like you to light one every day, when you're doing your meditations, and then just focus on the flame. And close your eyes and then focus on the flame, and close your eyes and focus on the flame. This is separate from what I'm speaking of in regard to our little magical things that we're going to do to increase our energies so that we can receive what we want and desire. Okay, the last thing that Michael taught me over and over and over so many years ago was that word, decide. I'd always had this or that or that or this, like above me, and they were all so almost the same. And I am very serious when I say this. Mike would say, would you please just choose something? Okay, because either one of them was good, but I was waiting for the big lightning bolt. Well, and you cannot know everything, every little detail that's coming. Can I know? I can know a lot of details for things that are coming, but inevitably something will come. And if I don't completely believe in everything I'm doing, I might go down a little bit. So it's always good to climb and maintain, and stay true to what you desire. not wanting. Wanting is looking at everything and begging after it. But I want is I desire it. Just decide. So that's Michael's little teaching for me that's been years and years of it. Thank you so much. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy this full moon. It's beautiful. Tuck yourself in. Light fires if you have them. Put them on your, on your TVs if you don't, because they have those little crackling ones. And enjoy your holiday. May this next week and whatever you're celebrating, gathering with the family, I send many blessings on you. Thank you again for coming. And if you feel so inspired, do share.